landlords. Wow, that's massive. Thank you for that, Mr. Nathan. All right, so we have the slide up now. So with a loud round of applause, I would like us to make welcome this person coming up. In case you are not aware, if you are looking forward to how you can, most of us say we want to make so want to make money. Please let's pay in attention because this person has made in sales over $1 billion. And at times, what you are looking for that may bring the next transformation may just be a very short, a very little piece of information. What you've been looking for that will bring the next transformation might be a very little piece of information. So let's all pay keen attention. With round of applause, let's make welcome the acting MD of GText and associate the person of Mrs. Jessica Elebio.
I'll be spending just with you. So it's good to have you all here and say thank you. Okay. It's good to have you all here. Just as you just as I said, acting CEO for GText and Associates. So I'd like to say, and this is an onboarding session. So who are we? Slide, please. So we GText and Associates. GText and Associates is the brokerage firm of GText Holdings. GText Holdings is a mother company, and we have other subsidiaries such as GText Holdings. GText and have we focus on GText and Associates, but that's why we're here. Right? So our vision is to become the largest real estate brokerage firm in the world, not just a brokerage firm, but the largest in the world. Continue, please. I'm just repeating the key. Okay, so our mission is to become the largest real estate brokerage firm in the world through strategic partnerships and disruptive technology tools. So we don't just want to sell alone, we want other people to also be in this process because most persons, we have most traders out there that wants to market our products. So for you to be able to, you have to come for sessions like this, you get to know more about what we are selling and what we are bringing in with green and smart homes. Also, whereby green stands for renewable energy, eco-friendly environment. You know, we are not just selling land, we are not just selling houses, right? So we sell in strategic locations where you get high returns on investment. So what is our goal? So our goal is to help 100,000 people build wealth through real estate by the end of the year 2035. So to build 10,000 and also to build 10,000 strategic partnership with global brands by the year 2035. So like goal is to help 100,000 people build wealth through real estate by the end of the year 2031. Me, myself, I'm benefiting from this, right? So when I came into GText, I actually came to learn. My own was just to post online. I had a friend that sent me the products, just post, I was just posting. I didn't even know, no brand knowledge, no product knowledge. So I'm just posting like an amateur. So I decided to go professional. So I found GText online. I was looking for real estate school and I was actually at the rock bottom. Like even the transportation fare to come to learn as an intern was not there at all. No transportation. But with this, like I want a change. I don't want to remain in that place complaining and complaining. I don't want to be that person that I will post a product I don't even have knowledge about. When I saw Dr. Steven online talk about land banking and all that, I wanted to know more, right? So I started following him. I saw him with Grant Cardone, Les Brown, and other persons. And these are my mentors. I've been following these people online. When I saw it, I was like, wow, this is impressive. This is a hard guy. So I started following him. And so that was how I started. And I found the internship program. I came in and I saw that this is a place not just to sell, but you will grow. Like it's a place where you can build yourself, right? So in that learning process, I kept learning, like, okay, anything the person said, I write it down. And I also, personal development, I went ahead to learn more by myself. So from that being no transportation fare, nothing. Now we have to do all these things. So for me, it's a big deal. You don't understand. You don't understand. Because different show this slide. So the executive of GText, we have Dr. Steven Akitano, the chairman of GText, and I want to say thank you to him for this privilege for being here. Then he's just very lucky and have Mr. Isaac Adoye, which is also my assistant. Oh, I thank you. So we have other subsidiaries, and we also have our lands are in strategic locations where you get high returns on your investments, right? So don't just sell lands. They are all in strategic locations, strategically placed. Because if you buy it today and all your clients buy today from us, they will get high returns on their investment. And when they get high returns, they will come and buy more some other time. And also they will refer persons that will buy. And most clients today are now marketers, right? So when I said to you, I will tell you when you buy, I will put you through. When you buy, I will put you through on how you can sell and earn this commission. So those people asking for urgent money, those family and friends, there's no way their family and friends are not on our neck for that. I need this, please send. At least that commission you can help out, or even for yourself. You know how the economy is right now. So most clients that have worked for me, they are now marketers. They can sell on their own. And also sometimes I do like a conference call or a Zoom their clients and you'll be able to sell, right? So our clients, like I mentioned, but let me mention about the we also have, I mentioned White House only at, yeah. We have White House at some, we also have Garnet Estate at Ibeju, like a very nice land that you don't want to. We also have the Resort Estate, the Kuruju Abuja. So this is Jasper Gardenia. It's our housing unit. Our housing units are called Jasper Gardenia, and these are not just houses, they are green and smart homes, whereby, like I mentioned before, whereby green stands for renewable energy, eco-friendly environment, right? They're not just buying land, we are buying land in a strategic location, and we are going to have golf course inside the estate. We are going to have children play area inside the same estate. We are going to have shopping malls, right? You know where they are playing golf, where the rich are playing golf. That's where they close deals, right? Before you go, oh, I have this thing, I have that, and before you know, deals are being closed. People get connected in network. Then I've been to the Koyi Club before, and I still know the out there. So this is Jasper Ganya. This is our housing unit in Abuja, and we are still selling right now. So we do have mega inspections with celebrities. So these celebrities, they come in. Yeah, we do have mega inspection with celebrities. This is a Yabo, and that's the type. She's allocating to some of her. In fact, when she was allocating, I was by her side, she was just shouting. And that's why I like most of these people. I go close to them because I learn a lot from them. You'll be thinking, oh, how is she making her money and all that? So these people, they think, they reason very fast and they think very fast. What she was saying that she's backing, someone bought 6 plots of land. And she said, Mr. She mentioned the man said, I want to network. Come, let's collaborate, let's do business together. But not just like this problem, this one. I want to do business with you. So that is how we work this now, which is true. Which is the truth. Right? So these are some of the celebrities that come to come for our inspection, and we are not just GText homes. We are for these persons to come to our estate. Means we are then that's them asking when it came to our estate. So these persons, we have built trust out there for them to trust us, to want to do business with us. Like he was saying, there was a video I did with him. He mentioned buying land, that you don't just buy land because of future use. Like this land banking is very, very good. There was a time he bought land in Lekki, and today I think he said it bought for 30 million. Today he's selling for 300 million. About that, that's like about almost 20 days ago. And he's so happy, he's not even ready to sell. So that is the power of land banking. Right? So we also have our presence. Like we don't have just our presence in just Nigeria. We have our presence in US, Dubai, and UK. So in US, this is our project. We have 99 acres, 99-acre green and smart home. Yeah, that we are bringing in. So this is actually we are selling per acre, and right now we can still buy single plots, right? So it's in a strategic location. It's in Texas, USA. Project Texas, USA. And this is another one. We have a 30 million project, and we have about 99 units that we are going to develop 2 and 3 bedroom, green and smart home. And this is in Richmond, Texas too. So you've been wondering why Texas, right? These are where big companies are. Big companies are moving. So we have the likes of Tesla, we have ExxonMobil. There's a reason why they are moving towards that, right? So us to go there, that's why we went there and take over. Because before you know, persons that bought, I've sold this, I've sold the land, I've also sold the investment, right? Some of these persons are not even in Nigeria. Some of them are not even Nigerians, so they buy it from us because we have built product out there, right? So the reason why we went there is that it's strategically located, and the next 2 to 3 years, by money. So this is another project 3, 1.6 million. And here we are getting offices. Like in front, we are going to build office space. Yeah. And this is another one. We are going to build 24 units. We are going to build 24 units, featuring 1 and 2 bedrooms. This is going to be used for like Airbnb. Is at Stillwell in Houston. Yeah. So that is it about our US project. You can invest into the landed property, and you can also invest in the investment. There are some persons that want to invest into this project for us to develop it, and you get returns at the end of 18 months. And we have 3 years tenure. We also have 6 years tenure for you. So and you'll be getting your returns. It has been happening in the past, like the one in Nigeria, we'll be paying our investors. We're paying our investors there. Yeah, you can see it over there. So if you invest $20,000, you get 12% return on that, right? At the end of 18 months, which makes sense. Yeah. So we have the 3 years tenure, and also have the 6 years tenure. So like I was saying, I started with there was nothing, but I wanted to change. Instead of sitting at home saying no money, saying different things about to, but I have to make a difference. So this is another property. This is in Badosta, Georgia. We have about 20 units of 3-bedroom townhouse in Badosta, Georgia, and this is strategically located. We have the largest naval base in this location. We also have the Badosta University within this axis too, right? So the good thing about this property is that tenants are already living there. So by the time you buy into the project or your clients buy into this project, you will continue collecting the rental value instead of you looking for tenants. I know of a client that mentioned he has a daughter in that Badosta University that he would like to buy a unit, but he said the unit is too small for him and his family, not like 5 bedrooms. And I said, okay, why not go for 2 units? And like I mentioned, we are in Dubai too, right? So that's where Sweet comes in. When we buy, so we sell Dubai properties in strategic location too. And in fact, someone was able to sell this product a month ago or so, right? And that was 1.4 billion. And you might be thinking, there is money, there's no money in this country. There's money. If you go and check houses, especially in that Lekki, Koi, if you check house for your clients, before you know, sold out. Like I mentioned earlier, our estate that's in Kuje sold out within 6 months. Why some persons are saying money day? When money no day, there's money. There's money. I think it's whatever you believe and whatever you attract, and the attraction of your kind that think it depends. So there's money in this country, and if you believe there's money, there's money. So for this to buy, there are reasons why you should buy into Dubai projects. Like it is secured and you get high returns on the investment. I think 10 to 40% within 1 year. Yeah, and you can get the golden visa. It doesn't matter whether Nigeria is allowed or not, but to investment there, you'll be allowed to come in. You get the golden visa when you invest about 2 million dirhams and above. Golden visa is 10 years and it covers both you and your family. Yeah, within that 10 years, you, your family, as a wife, your children, your steward, your mother, just by investing there in the Dubai property. So we also have other houses that we sell, like we have one in selling and one in then the commission structure. Let's see the commission structure. Like that's why most persons are here. So this is our commission structure. So for your direct clients for land, you get 10% for land, right? Your first generation, that means if he buys, if it's the person that registered him, he now brought the client. He now brought the client, he gets there and gets to, right? So that's how it works. So for homes, you get 5%, that is the direct client. Just your downline, you get that, and that's the second generation, and it keeps going. This is GText. GText is 2% because this is like right? So we still have to just because we still have to pay the investors their money back. These are the processes that invest with us. We're going to pay them their capital back and give them their return. So this is GSUIT. For GSUIT, it depends. So you get between 1 to 1.5% for your direct client. And we have the GText homes, which is the house that we build. We're doing off plan for GText homes. Off plan means the house has not been built, like you have the foundation already, then we'll start building for you. When you make payments, you can do like right now. The 5-bedroom is selling for 175 million, but we are keeping a discount, so you can still get it at for 160 million. So for that 160 million, you can start to pay 20 million down payments and spread payments within 1 year to 2 years. Right? Yeah. Okay, this is one of our conferences that we attended. So the good thing I like about GText is that it's a training and development. It doesn't just leave us like that. It trains us very well and it makes us attend conferences. In fact, it gives us to stretch you to do more. And from this training helps me because it has changed a lot. I'm this very shy person that can't come and stand here or before. Right, so this is when I was awarded a car. Right, I was given a car half of this year. as best half of the year. So start from you watch So it was a standing ovation, and for me it was a wow. I wasn't expecting this at all. So that day I'm like, wow, I didn't expect it, but God has been here. So every Wednesday we do have weekly meetings so that you get to know more about our products for those persons that you even if you there before, you know, please just keep updating yourself. And Thursdays we do have live school in the evening. You attend the live school in the evening, or that will be virtual. And so that you'll be well equipped and so that you'll be able to sell a lot. Then on Fridays, we go to the budget process. That's at the office. They can still join us virtually if they are not within the answers. Then every last Friday of the month, we do book review. And this helps me a lot because we think those books, it's good to read books. Most times, some people don't like reading. Like, I'm not that person that likes reading, but this helps me a lot. So every month, we do physical inspection across our branches so that you see where our lands are, which clients are asking you. This is where the land is, and every month we do a brokers conference like this. So people are not much here today because I think most persons have gone to children and all that. So it's crowded. So I'm this person that, like I was saying before, I came with like there was nothing, the rock bottom, no transport. But if I sit down here, I'll keep complaining about Nigeria, complaining about the country, putting blame on everyone. So calling this one, give me, everybody have their family to feed. Everybody have other responsibilities. So I don't want to put my responsibility on anybody. So when I saw that intern, she was like, okay, let me go. I called my aunt. I told her about it, and she went to check out the people online. And she was like, wow, this is huge. The succeeding guests collect the train. If you want to train, if you want to go for training with Dr. Siri, you are going to pay in dollars. So now they are giving it for free. It's just like you, we want to attend a university, you have to pay to attend, but you want to go for trainings, you have to pay. But here it's giving it for free. So just grab the certificate, and that was actually 75K. And say, use this one for transport, you know. So I used it, I called my bros, I called someone else again, and said, okay, this internship is for 3 months, and I really want to do it. And it's like, okay, go ahead and do it. So during that 3 months, I was also on their neck, buy you, so that they will not send me home because you are supposed to sell 2 plots. At least you can sell 2 plots to become a staff. And note that the internship is not is that salary. So that pushed me. I cannot going to pay salary, but I can sell. And if I sell, I will get commission. That made me to like put everything. Like I showed you guys, 10% of 60 million, that's 6 million. So that one says some person's salary cannot, it's not up to that for 1 million. That's 60 million. So I have to push further and the sales keep coming. So I was even able to sell in the US. So it's for persons that are not even in Nigeria. So the trainings are from here. I got most of this training from here. Like I was telling Ashon Jackson. I was telling that, oh, that's the guy from the Zoom. Because I see him in the Zoom. I see him one time. Like, well, this is person, but this training is that we do all the time. I attend trainings. I don't miss that. Sometimes my colleagues are making us like, hey, I'm the trainer. I want to be a trainer. I am the training. You know, because it helps. You know, so that's one thing I like GText for. So this is our current offer. 50% off the price, and this offer ends this month. You might not even get to the end of the month because most persons are buying into this right now. So instead of you buying for $35 million, 35 million error, you buy it for 17.5. That's 10% off, which is awesome. And this one is Sapphire Estate article. Yeah, so instead of you buying for 20 million, you're buying for 10 million, which is fantastic. And if you're buying 6 plots, you get it for 5 million per plot. We also have the cover where that's okay. No, this one is one that's Ibadan. Your state is at Lagos Ibadan Expressway. Instead of 20 million, buying 20 amazing discount that you can send to family and friends, send to your clients, and before you know, they are selling because they are buying it at a discount. In general, you won't get this price again. So what you need to do now is to send it out to family and friends so that they will buy into it right now. So for the US property, we are selling at like the property in Brookshire, Jasper, Golf Estate, Brookshire. We are selling the actual price is $300,000. But right now, we are giving a discount. So you can buy it for $150,000 right now. And that was what I sold. And the commission was paid in dollars. And I have to move away from that side. It's a better route. Then I will need people that can buy what I can sell, not what I sell, which makes sense. So from Ishaga, you see, from zero, there was nothing. But if I keep sitting down there saying no money, how far? How long do I want to be there? So there are many persons out there. You tell them to go come for event, they say no money. Why can't you just find a way? In fact, just okay, can you just pay my transport back home? At least find a way to get here. And I will give you your transport back home. I think that makes sense. It's like, yeah, I have a friend that I invited, and she just said she didn't tell me on time. She told me when I was here already that they don't have transport. And she didn't say anything, of course. And I already told her my story. And like, if you want to make a change, it is you, the individual. It is you, the individual. And don't keep going about looking for what is not there. And so this is our
everybody. Thank you for being sincere with yourself. If you're here and you know you can sell US properties, let me see your answer. Yes. It actually starts from the line. Whatever you do, you can actually achieve. And to leave you in the same efforts that you put into selling Nigerian properties, into selling lands, There's a certain investment. If you channel in that same energy, even if it's US properties, Dubai properties, I mean, it's your whole lot. Imagine, yes, sir. Recently, someone delivered 1 million dirhams. When you convert it to Nigerian naira, or either by US properties, you're seeing about 1.5 billion in naira. Imagine what your commission will be. So it's high time that you think about how you can start to change the narrative. Everything you have to make it happen, everything you need to make it happen is made available. And as Dr. Stephen always say, it's not what you don't have that limits you. It's what you have, but don't know how to use. I'll repeat that again. It's not what you don't have that limits you. It's what you have, but don't know how to use. For those of us who pay attention to that story that was shared by one of the things I like about that story is the originality to see how she started, how she grew results. And that's one thing that Dr. Steven is really intentional of people who can change the narrative. So for those on Zoom, I believe all right. So for those of us who are ready to change the narrative, it's high time that we skill up and make it happen. For those on Zoom, if you're feeling the energy in the room tonight, I want to see who I'm finding. Yeah. Okay, thank you for that feedback. There's no nothing, thank you for the feedback. Please, if at any point you're not hearing as well, kindly drop a comment so we can jump on it right away. Yeah, so right about now, we'll be bringing up one of the best facilitators we have, not just in the city of Lagos, but in Nigeria at large. Can we put up the profile of Coach Fidelis? So while we're waiting for that to be up, I will ask a question and I have a gift to the one or whoever can get it. All right, those on Zoom. Those on Zoom, I want to start from those on Zoom. Anyone there, just give us, from the last onboarding that we just had, give us 5 subsidiaries of GText. The first person to type it in the chat box gets the prize for tonight. So while we're waiting for that, let's go over this together. She did. Fidelis is the founder, Fidelis Consult, and head of business Sitemap. Chidi Fidelis is the head of business sales at Sitemap, a PropTech company driving safe, secure, transparent, and trusted transactions in the real estate ecosystem. It is currently at the forefront of driving the full adoption of Sitemap. Can we have this taken down? It's currently at the forefront of driving the full adoption of Sitemap as a go-to platform, safe and transparent real estate transactions. Before Sitemap, he was the head of consulting at a foreign sales and business consulting firm. On his advantage, where he worked with a team of specialists, helping over 18 real estate organizations generate over 10 billion in property sales. I think it deserves a round of applause. He also founded Fidelis Consults, where he uses his passion for sales and growth to consult for top real estate companies and agents across Nigeria on sales, agent management, and client trust engineering. All right, those on Zoom, I'll bring over the comments there, and the first winner will be announced soon. Okay, let me just do that right about now. Please scroll up. Yeah, take it up, take it up. Okay. GText, GText Land, GBest, GText and Associates, Stephen Capital University. Next. GText and Associates, GText Foundation, GText Holdings, GText Land, GText Suites. Stephen Capital Foundation, GText Land. Hold on, GText Homes, Stephen Capital. Where you say the Stephen Capital University? GText Academy, GText and Associates, GText Homes, GText Land, GBest, Stephen Capital University. All right, the first person to actually win and guess up to 5 correctly. 1, 2. Hold on. Take it back, take it back. GText Academy, Homes, GText Land, GBest. Stephen Capital University is actually an online university. It's not a subsidiary. So, GText Land, GText Homes, GBest, GText Suites, Stephen Capital Foundation, Stephen Capital Homes, GText Farms. Wow, so many people tried. All right, but I think our first winner is Uchechukwu. So please give him a round of applause. So Uchechukwu, drop your phone number there and you get your gift. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding clap ovation, with a resounding clap ovation, join me as I make welcome Coach.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you can all hear me well. Our online, I hope you can all hear me well. Like I'm very loud and clear, right? So once again, good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. I was just smiling nicely sheepishly while Jessica was talking this evening. Because it's something probably she might not remember. But I I met her a couple years ago, and I think it was just when she joined GText, and she was okay. She prospected me, right? She came to me, she met me, spoke about the properties he had, got my contacts. But I made a notion about her after that conversation with her. I said inside me, right, that this lady was going to be far. Now that was because I saw something. And I am just so glad that, not that I was surprised when she was saying all the things she was saying. I was just happy, to hear that and see how sales transforms people's lives. Because when you look at the profile, right? One thing that profile didn't cover was what has happened in the last 2 years. Currently, I have a team of over 500 realtors, right? People selling properties. And over 18 to 20 of them are doing close to 250 million naira to 750 million naira. Just within 12 months. Now, these are people that they didn't know how to sell before. But they had that passion, just like what Jessica has. They wanted something different. Okay, so let me just quickly go through this. Our online audience, I hope you can all hear me loud and clear. Please, I hope you can all hear me loud and clear. So, like they mentioned, I'm founder of our Feeders Consult. So, Feeders Consult is our sales and performance management firm, right? I'm also the head of business for a property technology company called House Africa that builds a product called SiteMap. All right. So, Joe, I think you can move forward. We've trained over 2,500 people across technology companies, real estate, construction, hospitality. It's pretty much going across all the industries. Is it a challenge? So why is starting with that? Let's just continue. So let me ask the question. And this goes for everybody, even if you're, how many of us here has sold a property this year? Now I'm not referring to Jessica, right? How many of us have sold a property this year? Okay, so I have a few hands. Okay. Our online audience, how many of us have sold? Okay, so how many of us started out this year planning to sell a property? Okay, I'm seeing more hands now. At the beginning of this year, you wanted to sell a property or you wanted to sell properties, right? How many of us at the beginning of this year wanted to sell a property? But Nigeria happens and you've not been able to achieve that. How many of us say, yeah, I'm seeing hands? I'm just going to start with two things. I think they mentioned that I have very limited time, so I'm going to move from in order to get everybody to come along, right? I'm going to move from certain points to certain points quickly. So please run with me, all right? So I'm going to mention two things. In the real estate ecosystem or the real estate space, right? There are two things. There are two mindsets that you need to succeed. There are just two mindsets that you need to succeed. The first mindset is what? Is that there is enough money for any project. So a typical example was when Jessica was talking about the US project, right? And she was asking how many people wants to sell, how many people would like to sell the Dubai project or to sell the US project? And I just see a few hands up. Now, if I was to start asking everyone one after the other, why did you not raise up your hand? The question would be, I don't think you've not conceived that idea that it is possible, right? So the first thing you need to understand is what that there is abundance of money for any project. Even if the project is 1 million, there is abundance of money. Your only target or your only task is to find the person or the group of persons that have money. That's the first thing. Now, the second mindset is the power of one client. In the real estate ecosystem, the power of one client. All right? The power of one client. Joe, are we back to the slide? Because it's only in real estate that I have seen that one client can transform your entire life. Do we get that? One client can transform your entire life.
Yes.
Jessica just gave us an example. I'll give you another example. In this particular real estate company, if I mention the name, you guys, everyone will be shocked. Like, the CEO of this company, 6-7 years ago, was a realtor, just like everyone here. And what changed his life was he was selling properties. Then subsequently, there was this particular day, he had this friend, they were always going for inspection, they were always going for perspective, to not talk to people. You get to the airport and they just wait for people to arrive for them to talk to them. And now this particular day, as they were just sharing flyer, we have this project, want to talk to you more about this project. And they met this particular lady at the airport. And the lady said, okay, you said you have a project. All right, no problem. They exchanged contacts. And guess what? 4 days later, this particular guy gets a call from the lady. He says, hi, please, we met at the airport. I'm interested in looking at some properties. Can we see? Can we meet? He said, what else am I doing here? And immediately he ran and he met and he went to inspect. That particular day, the woman bought 4 building projects from this guy. And guess what? Just as Jessica moved from Ishaga to Lekki Phase 1, he also moved from Agege to Lekki Phase 1. Just from that particular client. Now, what has happened is that he has been speaking to several prospects. He has spoken to thousands of people, right? Looking to get that particular one client. Because you just need to understand that if I can keep speaking to more and more people, I will get that my one client. I don't know if I'm making sense. So the task is if you did not close the amount of projects you wanted to close this year, it just simply means you did not speak to enough people in your space to get you to your one client. Okay, so these are just some of the real estate companies we worked with. I'm sure we all know, we've heard of Xylox, Kemsan, Moto. We worked with Sujimoto is a simple example. We worked with Sujimoto about 4 years ago, and within the space of 5 months, they were able to sell a project up to the tune of $2.1 million. So there is money. The problem is are you diligent enough to find that money? So I just wanted to identify these 2 mindsets first. Because in sales, the problem is that a lot of people feel that to make sales is all about, okay, I have this project, I'll post it on my WhatsApp status, I'm expecting people to respond, right? Or I post it on IG, and I'm expecting people to respond. But the problem is that sales first happens inside here. Inside your mind. It is said that sales is 80% psychology and 20% mind, 20% mechanics. So 80% of what's making sales is what your mind has conceived about what you can sell. So that project, that land you want to sell, have you actually sold it to yourself? If you had that money, would you buy that land now? Like, would you be calling GText? Please send me the details or making that transfer? That is the best sales you need to make yourself. So you have to sit down and analyze. Let's look at the Jasper Gardenia as an example, right? When you look at that project, why would I buy that project? Okay, this project is 50 million naira. Why would I have to use my 50 million naira to buy this project? Now, if you're able to sell that to yourself, you will not sell it to anybody. You just be thinking, village people. But the critical thing is what you have not made that sale to yourself. So you have to buy what? You have to buy the project yourself. Now, I'm not saying you have to take the money and then buy the project. You have to buy it in your mind. That's the first task. All right? Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, so Joe, please take it easy. Can we move back, please? Yes. Who all remember the pandemic, right? When we thought the world was coming to an end. Now, I want to ask us a question. Do you think people made property sales during the pandemic? No. People made property sales during the pandemic, right? Now, if I was to ask a section of, if I was to ask everyone after the other, right? I would get the people that say no, more than the people that says yes. And that's because during the pandemic, every majority were thinking that everything has shut down. Things were happening. And that's why we're talking about sales, innovation, and technology. Sales were happening. Now, what's the difference? And I can always relate 2020, 2021 to where we are currently. Because if you ask 80% of realtors right now, what they will tell you, wow, the reason why I'm not making sales is because it's the end of the year. I'm not buying properties again. They are waiting for next year. And do you know what? Property deals are happening. Funny enough, I got a message just last week. One of my students at closed has closed a deal of 65 million naira. Now, this was a lady in August of this year. She was during the training section. She was saying, the question she asked me after the training section was, Mr. Chidi, how can, looking at all the top realtors in Lagos, there are so many top realtors in Lagos, there are so many people doing well in the real estate space, right? That she feels that, how can she even sell when all those people are selling? And nobody will listen to her. Now, what was the challenge? The challenge was what? Her mind. Now, guess the question she's asking me now. How many can I close this? Because of what? She has been able to move from the point of, yes, I can pick my own spots inside this place. So outside of all the realtors, right? Outside of all the realtors that are selling properties every single day, I have my own people that I can sell to. That's the shift she has made. So what she's asking herself now is, how many of my people can I sell to this? Now, when I say my people, I don't mean she has a community of people that she sells to. It just means that there are people that she has been sent to sell to, and she knows that. So there are people out there that will not make property transactions because you are not speaking to them. Do you understand that? There are people that will not buy properties because you are not speaking, you've not spoken to them yet, and they are waiting for you. And a generation is going down the drain because you have not taken that step. Now, what am I saying? I'm saying that what? I understand that you came into selling real estate because you've seen people say so many things. Oh, I sold this, I was giving an all-expensive trip, I was giving a car. Yes, I understand all of that glitz and glamour, right? But the fundamental thing is what you need to understand that you walked into this particular area because you have been sent to a particular group. So any day you're sitting in your house and you're not talking about the property, or you're not learning about the property that you're selling, you're already doing a disservice to a group of people. So that has to be yours. That has to be your mindset. Now, this particular mindset is for people that actually want to make sales. If you're comfortable being average, it's fine, right? It's totally fine. But if you actually want to start making serious sales in the real estate space, you have to carve out your own niche in the space. I hope we're all following. We're getting value, right? So as I was talking about the pandemic, there was this particular guy, funny enough, it seems the moment you start selling, a lot of properties, next thing is to start a real estate company, right? He has also started a real estate company. Now, this particular guy, during one of our training sections in 2021, it was over Zoom. He was just lamenting, I have not sold in the last 6 months. Yes, he's been selling, all those sparingly kind of sales where it's just somehow it's just trickle down. You will now sell one land today. Before you sell another land, it's like after 6-7 months. Do you understand? That was his way. So he was still thinking, this real talk thing, are you sure this thing is going to go? Yes, money will come this month. But 7 months down the line, he has finished spending the commission that came in, and he's wondering what is going on, right? Now, inside this section, so after this section we had, and guess what happens? I meet this guy in another training section 6 months later, and guess what? He had done 200% of his target within 6 months. So that means his 12 months target, he achieved it in 6 months. And that year, he was paid a commission of over 45 million naira. Now, this is just someone who sells property. And the year before, he didn't make commissions of up to 5 million naira. So it is possible to make that jump from what? From not making as much as 5 million naira in commission in 12 months to making over 100 million the next year. The thing is, what are you committed to do? And that was during the pandemic. And those what? They had a commission of over 5 million naira. While others were lamenting, people are not buying projects, so people are not buying property. It was closing sales. Now, I now asked him a question. Tell me, what was that you did differently from that training time to this 6 months later? And he said something. He said that he understood that the only difference is not that he started selling, his selling skills changed. No. The only difference was that he understood who he is. Wow. So if he's speaking to clients and the client is not responding, telling the client, do you know what you're losing? The fact that I am speaking to you today about this property, you know what you're losing. Now, the problem is that a lot of people think is what you say in sales are sales. It's actually how you say it. How you say what you say in sales matters more than what you say. And that's why you have to do that first sale to yourself. Because if you're not sold to yourself, you will not be able to convince anybody. Do we know that energy, emotion, right? I don't know if you've heard of this quote that says that people make decisions emotionally and justify it logically, right? So if I was to ask our beautiful man here, right? And I ask her, why are you, maybe the mobile device that she's using, why did you buy this mobile device, right? The first thing she's going to tell me is, oh, I'm using this particular phone because it has this awesome camera. I can type, I can do my work, I can store all the pictures I want to store, right? That's the first logical conclusion she'll come to. But if you were to dig deeper, you find out that the fact that she got this mobile device is because she wanted to feel a certain way. As a result of what? As a result of seeing others feel that particular way. She wants, I want to feel this way. And that's why she's doing the device she's using. And that's because human beings what make decisions emotionally. And I was talking, emotion is simply what? Energy in motion. So how to get people to respond to you when you're speaking to a prospect is what? Is to be able to, for your energy to what? To come across them. I don't know if you're following. That's the first thing you have to what? You have to understand. And that's why that first sale to yourself is very, very important. Joe, please, let's move on. Okay, so let me ask this question. Ever lost a deal because of delays or lack of? Who here has ever lost a deal? Maybe, a deal that you finished speaking with this prospect. This person said, I'm ready to pay. I'll pay next week. But for some reason, that didn't come true. How many of us have experienced that too? Right? You experienced that. Okay. Would you mind sharing what happened?
Sure. Okay. This thing happened 2014 or 2015. So I just starting off the procurement business then. So there was this company that I was partnering with, the boss. So I met the client on the social media, Facebook to be precise. So I saw her on Facebook. I went to the company to submit the proposal and all of that. So she was interested in the business. So we actually closed the deal about 60 to 80%, just to come to the office and make the payments or make the advance, then start the project. So I think it's lack of trust in the process. So she got to the office before me, so she made some inquiry and all of that. Then she came together with the husband. So the husband was like, "Oh, don't trust the deal anymore." So then I lost the deal. So that's it.
Thank you. So now I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because in sales, right, if there's no trust, the deal will not happen. Even if the prospect says, I'm interested, I love this, oh my God, when can I sign? Where can we close this? Right? If there's no trust in that transaction, if the prospect has not trusted you enough, they will not pull the trigger. Now, the person might be aroused emotionally at that point of what you've shared with them. But the moment they step away, they step out from where you are, you find out that they start giving you excuses. It's not one excuse or the other. And you're wondering why is this transaction not coming through? But when you look at the base of what we're talking about today, which is the use of technology as a salesperson. Now, being a realtor has gone beyond, I have a property, you call a prospect on WhatsApp, say them, oh, these are the properties I have. Now, for you to be a realtor, you have to be what? You have to be seen. You have to be seen. So first, you have to what? Know the kind of people you want to sell to. You cannot sell. If you're selling, I used to see this that you're not selling ice cream. Find the kind of that you are selling to. In the last 12 months, since we started the that is not my target. That are not the people that I was called to say. I don't even follow it. So that's not the kind of people that I have been called towards to serve. So you need to identify if there's one thing you're doing differently for 2025 is to identify the kind of people that you've been called to serve. Now I'll make that easier for you, right? Because you might be asking, how do I pick the kind of people to sell to, right? Now, do you know that you can become a realtor for crypto rules? Do you know that? That you're a sole realtor for those in the crypto space. Now, what's that going to do for you? What it's going to do for you is it's going to help with your positioning online. So, me as a client, right, in the crypto space, I am looking at your LinkedIn profile. I'm looking at your Instagram profile. And I am seeing that there is this person specializes. He understands those in the crypto space. He understands how to make money. So when he's speaking to me, I already know that this person understands us. And it's easy on a subconscious level for me to trust this person. So that's first, your target market. You're not selling to what? You're not selling to everybody. Joe, you know what? You're not selling to everybody. So the next thing is being able to position yourself across the social media channels. Now, this is no longer the time when you are posting on your professional profile. You're posting chilling on a Saturday or natural me. I don't know if you're following. This is the time for you to go pro in terms of this realtor business. So every single thing, your communication, your conversations with prospects, because of time, I might not be able to talk about your sales process, right? But your communication with your prospects it has to be professional and structured. So as we're moving, we know that in the 90s, how people bought properties were just they go maybe on the column of the newspaper, you see, oh, there's this list, there's this property here, and you make a call. Oh, I saw this ad and I'm interested. That's how property transactions were happening, right? Now, subsequently, we moved into the era of property listing platforms, where people just go and list property, right? Then prospects can easily go there and research, pick something. Oh, there are several properties. You can explore different properties. Now, for example, back in the 90s, most newspaper ads, most cases is usually just one property. They're talking about one property. Now, how did we move into that phase of property listing platforms? Was because people were getting more interested in how can I conveniently explore different things, make a decision. That's how we got into property listing platforms. WhatsApp came into the picture. We now had WhatsApp groups where you're sharing your flyers, you're sharing communications with prospects. Now that's particular 2010s. That strategy was, or that trend has begun to evolve, and we're now looking at platforms like having virtual tour tools. Having virtual tour tools. I'll give a typical example. Over, I think about 2 months ago, we closed in my company. We closed a transaction, and this transaction, I've never met this prospect before. I've never met this person before, right? This person was in Port Harcourt. I was in Lagos, and they said, "Oh, I have I'm interested in property, right? I went on your platform and I saw some of the properties and I'm interested in this property, right? What do you guys have for me? I'm looking at something that I can buy and build." Now, guess what happens? I said, okay, just give me 2 minutes. I dropped the phone and I jumped on the platform, clicked the link of 5 essays. Now, these are 5 projects. Clicked the link. I didn't say pick the flyer. Clicked the link of those essays, shared with the prospects, and he just clicks on it. He goes through the entire project. You could see the landmarks, you could see the surrounding environment, you could see every single thing about the project. You could also see the land information from the ministry, right, of that particular project. Now, guess what happens? This guy calls me back after a few minutes and he says, "Oh, I have seen the first one. I don't think that will work for me because of what? I can see that it is somehow inside the bush. And I'm looking at something that is close to the metropolis where I can buy and build now." And it says, "The fourth one on the list is what I am interested in." Now, remember, I am in Lagos. This prospect is in Port Harcourt. And he wants to buy a land in Enugu. And guess what? 24 hours later, the prospect made the payment for that particular project. I've never met. So the focus is okay. So I think we would have to take a brief moment so that we'll hear from Daddy here in the room. Please, round of applause. Thank you so much. Dennis is really doing great. I'm really excited to announce to everyone this evening that the esteemed chairman, GText Holdings, also known as Forbes Best of Africa Real Estate Investment Coach, I think I should be hearing a round of applause. Also known as the Real Estate Eagle. You're welcome, sir. With a standing ovation, please. Let's make welcome Dr. Sidin Akintai.
Okay, without your sake, I want to thank everyone joining virtually on Zoom, those of you on Facebook, those of you on YouTube, each other platform I use training. I use it on Twitter. What other platform?
Instagram.
Huh?
Instagram.
Instagram. Okay, so all of you watching, welcome, and it's good to have you. And those of you who are here physically, can you clap for yourself? You traveling from where? Delta. From Delta, say clap for you. Anybody else that came from outside Lagos? I don't know. When we have online version, I'm surprised some of you still travel far.
Ogun State, Ogun State.
Eh?
Ogun State.
This is Mother College. So I have 2 of my very good friends. I have Mr. Alaji and Mr. The Great Leader. digital billboards and physical billboard all over the world. I think it's in Dubai as well, Abuja and all of that. We hope you will help us to put our face all over, billboards in 2025. But great guy, some of you, I think they contributed on AIT because a lot of, fights the government. You advised them. So he advised the government, but it's a very sound guy, very sound. Try and check him out. Very sound. Very good friend, Pastor Larry, who shared us on the Taco. In all over this Lagos life, December, I don't know, this is how you get to December. From one event to another event to another event. How many of you were enjoy Action Jackson session? Who was here during Action Jackson? Some of you have left. Action Jackson, anybody here? For Action Jackson? I told you to say Action Jackson session. He didn't take a session. I told you to say he took a session.
You couldn't. Okay, no problem. You missed because Action Jackson is energy, right? But celebrate the leadership of GText and Associates. Jessica, Lebio, Isaac, Joe. Well done, all of you. I just want Pastor Larry to give a few. By the way, he's an architect, and and does a few real estate business here and there, so he knows this stuff. I've been to some of his short-let apartment. Even me, that you always claim I'm his real estate mentor. I'm like, how much is your mentorship?
Right, the interior of the short legs, amazing concept. And he told me he went to Dubai to even learn it, right? So, you don't look at him from, what will the pastor teach us? It's a real estate company himself. Please put your hands together.
It's a real pleasure to be here. It's a real privilege. Thank you very much, Dr. Stephen McIntyre. Thank you, GText and Associates. For everything that is here, thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm a pastor, right? So I'm just going to get right into it. There are a few things I want to tell you. There are things that you have been told that is not true. One of the things that I am learning now, this is my old age. By the way, I'm 50, all right, 50 and above. So I'm not as young as I look here. That is what it is. One of the things I have learned is this. When we're growing up, they say Jack of all trades, master of none. Crap. Jack of all trades, master of all. I'm telling you, when I turned 50, a few things happened to me. One of the things that happened to me is you look at your life, you look at where you are coming from, and then you project and you wonder, will I get another 50? And then it dawns on you that there's a possibility you may not get another 50. So what that means is that it becomes critical. So I'm asking myself, so how many good years do I have? We trust God for long life, right? We trust God, but really, by the time you are 70, 75, truthfully, you should stop running around.
Yes.
But you should not even be running around. So what did that do for me? I started 4 companies in one day.
Wow.
Oh, yes. I'm not here. I took my real estate thing seriously. I started a chain of pharmacy. I started an oil and gas business. And I'm also running a media company. So I registered all of them, did all my statutory documents. Now, am I saying that, because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not interested in all of those things. But I can tell you that because I started, the first oil and gas job we tendered for, it's not a lot of money to you real estate people, but to me, 296 million is a lot of money. Thank you. And that was the first thing that we did to provide a certain kind of services. But what I'm trying to say is, if you don't start, you don't know what is possible. That is the truth. Let me tell you. Don't do that to yourself. Don't come for conferences and write notes that you never revisit. Notes without action is rubbish. It's just a waste of your time and energy. What I'm saying is that, you see, all the notes you are writing is nothing if you will not start. And if you have started, it is nothing if you don't put it to use. And as I'm doing all of these things, I'm realizing that it is possible. They gave me the first projections. I got a consultant to give projection for my first pharmacy. The pharmacy council just approved of my location. I'm redoing the place, I'm doing it up, and they give me and I'm realizing that from selling Panadol and paracetamol and all of those, of course, you can't do it as a business, so you need to have a pharmacist involved. Don't get me wrong, don't say, one pastor came and said, you can go and do pharmacy, I didn't send you. But from my first year projections, that business can easily do 100 million. And that is from one location. And because in my head, I don't have time. My plan is to do a location every 6 months. Do you understand what I'm saying? What else do I want to tell you? Attitude is everything. Attitude. See, every time you meet people, they say someone has positive attitude. You've met people with positive attitude. People like DSA, Dr. He has very positive attitude. He always has a can-do spirit. He always has, you can always tell what you're going to get. Some also have bad attitude. They're just nasty. They're not kind. They're just not good people. Do you know that I prefer nasty people to this third category of people that are neutral? Those are the worst kind. Please, I beg of you, don't be neutral. I will take you if you are bad. I will take you if you're good. But that, you are here, we don't miss you. Then your presence was never needed. Don't be bland. That is what I'm saying. Don't be tasteless. When you are in a room, make sure your voice is heard. Make sure there is an impression that you made. No, I'm not saying it so that you can clap. You see, the problem is, there's a way I can be saying the things I am saying, and even you will know that I don't know what I'm saying. But there's a way I can say rubbish, and you will leave here convinced that I know what I'm saying. The truth is the confidence with which you voice your convictions. So what I'm saying is, don't be bland. Don't go through life bland. Don't go through life like you're afraid to touch God. Let them know I was here. What is it? I don't believe in those things. I don't. Someone says, don't blow your own trumpet. We have a lot of, I almost call them satanic statements. What is the use of investing in a trumpet you can't blow? It's a waste of investment. The people say things like that. And I know this is a mixed multitude, right? And I don't know if everybody here is a Christian. But if you're a Christian here, there are things that we have done as part of the body of Christ in trying to keep people humble, that I feel we have done people disservice. We have done things like, you must be humble, don't let anybody hear your voice, don't let, how can you be so proud? How can you be talking about yourself? Let me tell you the truth. I am very good at what I do. As a speaker, I am excellent in my presentation. You don't need to tell me. I don't need your affirmation to tell me. I stand in front of my mirror tells me. I am the guy that gives myself offering when I'm preaching. Hey! No. It's not. It's that kind of. That is what man of God. Yeah. Oh yes. So I tell everybody that is aspiring to be great. Don't leave your house without speaking to the man in the mirror. Don't do it. This world is full of people that will drain your energy. Don't join them. So in all my houses, there's always a mirror by the walkway. Just before I leave the door, I take a step. I look at the mirror. I strike a pose. I look at the man in the mirror. And I tell that guy, there's nothing you cannot do. But everything you need, you already have. You know that kind of thing that you almost want to take your picture, send it to your friends, and you cannot take your phone. Do you understand what I am saying? You know why I'm saying that? Because the church or the body of Christ or people will make you feel proud, will make you feel like you are a prideful person, or that you are proud if you have a healthy respect for what you do. See, if you are good, own it. I am good and I know it. You know what I tell people? Everything we know about Jesus was Jesus that told us.
Yes.
He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Guess what? Nobody comes to the Father except by me. Mic drop. Do you know what I'm doing? They were looking at him funny, and he said, destroy this temple, come back in 3 days. Like that. Don't let people make you dull your light. I tell people kings are coming, but they're not coming to look at you. If you read your Bible, they are coming to the brightness of your shining. In other words, you can talk about I'm coming. If you're not shining, nobody's coming. It's only the shining that attracts kings.
Good.
Kings don't have time for mediocrity. I have a lot more to say, but I don't think I have enough time to say. That was looking for trouble. He gave a microphone to a pastor. It's DSC that's causing this thing. It is not me. So what I'm saying is attitude is everything. I would prefer if you're positive. I would prefer if you're negative, but please don't go through life blind. The good book says, I wish that you were hot. Or at least cold. At least I will know where to put you. But you see this, neither here nor there, I will spew you out of my mouth. So if you're going to be energetic and engaging, be energetic and engaging. If you're going to be dull, be dull. So just that this one, not so dull. But don't do that. I'm not engaging and I'm not dull. Because the world does not even know what to do for you. Or they don't know what to do with you. That's the first thing I will leave you with. The second thing I will leave you with is this. Be the hardest worker in the team. See, I know we're in a generation that works smart. And it's great to work smart. But right next to working smart is working hard. You may not have the smart, but if you work hard enough, you will acquire the smart. Are you still here? Let me give you an example. I trained as an architect, right? Now, there are people who are artistically gifted and they make better architects. They can draw a line straight. They can draw with their hand, they can draw a perfectly straight line. They can sketch their drawings. Oh, thank you. How did you find it? They can sketch their drawings before they put dimensions and do stuff, So when they do perspective or what we call asymmetric drawings and 3D drawings, it comes out looking really nice. The digital drawings are out there. Are you still here?
Yes.
So there are people that are naturally gifted. I wasn't one of those people. But I learned how to do my architecture well by following the principles. So I would draw a line this way, draw a line this way, take a point from there, transfer that point to that place, and draw it. And I still arrived at the same place, even though it took me a longer time to get there. What I'm saying is, what you don't have, a natural gifting, you can get by hard work.
Yes.
Be the hardest worker, be the hardest marketer, be the person that is out there on the grind, doing what needs to be done. See, how do I say this to you? The things you work hard at is training for a better future. I've seen people who serve other people, who work in other people's companies, and for some reason they were withholding some part of them. They told themselves that, it's not my father's work. When I start my own, I will really do well. I will put all my effort. Do you know what happens? When they start their own, they want to put in the effort, but they cannot put in the effort because there's no training to deliver the effort. So whatever you are doing now is training for how you are going to be when you start doing your own. That's why I'm telling you, put in the effort, be the hardest work in the room. What you don't have in terms of smarts or intellect or intelligence, you can make for in hand. Are you still here?
Yes.
And hard work is important too. Yes, you're the one that gave a pastor a microphone. So we hear Bible. I hope you don't mind hearing the Bible.
Yes.
The world system operates a Babylonian system. Yes, I will tell you why. So, in Daniel, the Bible tells us that King Nebuchadnezzar the Babylonian kingdom invaded Israel. And when they went to Israel, they carried everybody in Israel as slaves. But guess what? They used a parameter, man of God. They used a parameter to determine who is going to go to the farm and be fetcher of wood and fetcher of water. And then they use a parameter to determine who is going to go to the king's palace, that they might teach them the language of the Chaldeans. You know what the parameters are? Those parameters are still the word of the parameters the word you see. Number one, they chose those with good looks. My sister, if you're not fine, there's already a problem. People, and every salesperson knows, people will respond to your external property, your external looks first before they encounter the content of the container. Are you still here? If you think I am messing with you, stay with a very fine lady in a bus stop. And God help you there in before. See how many cars you stop to carry. 10 cars you stop to carry that fine girl. One. But if I not stop to carry, I can almost guarantee you. You know why? Because the world is programmed to respond to beauty. It's in the Bible. They didn't go for anybody. They just look at them. Say they took ones that had no blemish, that was spotless. There was a way they looked. Looks in today's world has value. Are you still here? And in your field, looks have value. And you see, the way to say it in sales terms is packaging has value. How you present, how you appear, how you speak. Let me not get it. So that is it. The next parameter they use is they didn't choose just anybody. They only chose the children of the nobles and kings. Who your papa be, value to be. Some people enjoy what they enjoy not because they're that smart, but because of who their father is. Hear me. If your father did not leave you a name that opens the door, the responsibility is on you to leave your children a name that opens the door. Yes, so names that this country, contracts in this country that will never make it to the front page of any newspaper, so that you cannot even say you are tendering for it because you will not hear it. You'll just call the names of who is who. You need to know. It is called closed tendering. And you call them, oh, this is what we're trying to do, this is what we're trying to do, and then it's coming in. They don't already know that they do. And it's still do. It's called pedigree. If you don't have pedigree, you will struggle. Number 3 is you must learn to speak the language of the country. There's a language for the palace and the language for the street. There are gatekeepers in the palace that don't allow street people to enter the palace. Yes, sir. So when I'm talking to young people, no, I have no energy. Don't break it. Don't break it. Now let's have not see who wants you. All that, just it's so funny. That's why the only thing they give them is pizza. Don't call them to. You know, and there's another mistake that these young people make. Is I like you to be authentic, but you must understand that certain places require certain languages. You know Mark Zuckerberg, right? Simple guy, right? Right, simple guy. You know, he goes around with a t-shirt, right? Cool guy. When he came to Nigeria, I was just wearing a t-shirt and a pair of jeans, and I was walking on the Great Bridge, the Link Bridge, you know? You know, and like that's a billionaire in dollars, and it's just like that. Just what? So what is with all these our strong people? Why I didn't think they must dress and be let me tell you, when he had to stay and confront the U.S. Congress, he went in a suit. What do you think was happening there? The gatekeepers insisted that dressing cannot enter here. See, there are places you cannot enter if you do not learn the language of the palace. Learn it. Learn how to speak. Communication is important. I tell people, I'm a preacher, right? And one of the things my pastor taught me is, it is not enough to have revelation. If you have revelation and you don't have the vocabulary to communicate it, you're a frustrated preacher. So it is important that you learn language, that you know the speak of your industry. Have you ever had to deal with consultants? They're the most frustrated, annoying people that I've ever met. They have an abbreviation and an acronym for everything. Oh, so Pastor, what we're going to say is that, the LSI of the KBI is not letting the ACTs work for the SATs. So after we have done our strategic meeting, we found out that if we just adjusted the IPL and the TCLs, we will arrive at the APC. Talking about. But guess what? If a consultant is speaking to another consultant, they know exactly what they're saying. Let me tell you the truth. The rich understand the language of the rich. If you don't learn it, they will keep you out. There is a way to speak. There's a place to go. That's what I'm dressed like. It looks simple, but there are people who are not even let you into their space. You don't look in a particular way. If you don't sound in a particular way, if you don't talk in a particular way. These things are the things that will help you when you're putting in the effort. Finally, personal development. So I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing. You know what? What will bridge the gap between where you are and where you need to be is personal development. I hope with these few words of mine, I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to discourage. Please receive the effort.
It's good to be verse, Abi. When a pastor is calling from two and can deliver like this, you agree with me that people respect him more. Who agrees? Right? And I appreciate it. One more time, we celebrate him. Come on. Our last speaker, I think, will continue his session. How many of you are enjoying his session? Getting a niche for yourself as a salesperson. So clap for it one more time. Thank you to your headquarters and the beer gang. People have refused to add me to your club. The beer gang club. I would just encourage everyone, whether physically or online, that the year isn't over yet. Right? This season is when money is made. Am I making sense at all? The biggest deals are made now. I kid you not. I was in a meeting in the course of this week. And right there, we're talking about millions of pounds. I want to do some things in the UK. And if you can ever, I can help you. What is that my dream? It is not. December like this is no longer more yeah.
But okay, for an oil and gas, with due respect, I'm famous a bit too. And all of them, oh, if you're trying to buy property, property, who will say, please, give me your card. Why did you meet the other? You met him. I hope you close that deal. Don't mess it up. Right? So, these are still on. Even 10 p.m., we are still closing deal. So, please, just know the approach at companies. Go there. Go there. Parties, go there. Eyes, the words, and the looks. Okay? They matter. They matter in a big way. So go there. I talk to people. I'm a salesperson. I have a sales pitch. And I want to teach you guys today. Right? And it's simple. Hello, sir. My name is Dr. Stephen Akintayo, Africa's most influential real estate investment coach. Right? I help wealthy people make more money through real estate investment. Will you be interested? It's as simple as right. So have a very short 30-second speech like that. Did you see what I said? I help what?
Make more money.
To make more money through what? And you know that word wealthy people's intention. Because if you tell me I'm not wealthy, I say I'm still here. Right? Because I'm still part of my job is to make you wealthy, even if you are not there. Now, if you tell me you're already wealthy, you have 20 real estate, that's my job. To still help you become wealthier. Dangote still dey find money. Is that not true? Right? So get your, I'm not saying you copy my own, but get your own elevator speech so that when you are meeting people at those events, because remember, those events is not where you now say the price 10 million and paying deposit, right? You know those catchy phrases. Does this make sense at all? That you just throw and then you hook the person. Is this making sense at all? Those small words you hook it up and say, sit in my office, let's talk, let's meet, right? Let's connect. Lastly, so that I can have lunch with my friends that have come. It's important, and this is very, very important. Build relationship first. Build relationship first. As God started blessing me and I started rising higher, I realized that very, very wealthy people want to build relationship before they do business. In fact, the reason why I had to, when I understood this, when I expanded our company to US, one of the first things I did was to buy myself a 3.3 acre house. And the goal of that house, although I know they live there, yeah, right, is to host people. It's to host people. Because extremely wealthy people don't want to feel pressure. They want to do business with their friends. They want to do business with their friends. So focus on building what? Friendship. Focus on building relationship. I was still at where we are coming from. Personally, was there. Right? I will not mention the project, but this is a project of over $200 million in this country, Nigeria. And then the head of project development was saying, oh, now I'm begging people to come and help us with this project. I'm begging because one of the person who is also a mutual friend was supposed to resume for a board meeting on Tuesday. So he said, well, I won't be there because if someone, then my other friend said, I'm the one that someone did. Because this is our over $200 million project. You know, we have a deadline. We have just 11 months to go, right? And now I'm having to beg contractors. Beg. You know what it means to have cash. So what is left in that project? Let's even assume what's left is $30 million. Do you know what it means for someone to have 30? And I'm talking about an organization that has the money. It's not like When they get contracted, they give you your money, not that. And then they are saying they are begging. Sir, there's money. There's money. Tap your neighbor, say neighbor, there's money. There's money. And all this while there's no money in the country, there's no money. You are just not in the right room. Am I making sense at all? Yeah. You are not just what? Right. In the right room. The economy is bad. The oil and gas meeting I went for yesterday, I remember the chairman of the company saying, you know, this year is the best year ever. Right? Best year ever. Okay? He said this year is the best year ever. And was it? Is he on? I think it's off. I think it's off. Online. So the person was saying, next time all of you online, come physically. Right? So all this why you are missing us. Come physically because we got a very big hall for you guys. So next time, come physically. So that you don't have to do that by your missing. So come physically. Now, the chairman was saying this year started, you know, we're all scared. You know, dollar moved from 400 and 500 and 600 and this and 1,800. He said this is the best year. He said so good. We have to do Thanksgiving. We brought Sinach. No one is for coming to miss Sinach for the end of the year. He said he's so good. We had to say no. We need to do Thanksgiving. God has been good. And I'm talking of a company that does between averagely between $5 to $20 billion every year. Right? Previously. So when that kind of person now saying it's a very good year. In fact, very good year that you have to sign now say this category 2 million. We're giving all of you. This category 1 million, we're giving all of you. This category 500, we're giving all of you. There is more happier. Because the mentality, once you have this mentality that you know there's no money, nobody's buying real estate, you know, things are tough, and the year has ended, if they will buy it to be next year. No. This year you can still plan your biggest deal. Come on, who is ready? Right? That you can still what? Land your biggest deal. Most people in diaspora are already in the country. This is the time to sell. Don't join them to dirty December because who will clean up January? Right? If you dirty the December, who will what? Clean up January. So me, I do opposite. This December, I go hard. I work hard. Right? Even 29th, I'm still doing book launch in Houston. Wherever we still buy my property. 29th of November. I'm still doing interview. Now, Houston office on 24th and 24th of December. I have an interview already now. 6th. I'll probably only take interview. So go hard. Who is ready with me? Right? And I wish you all the very best. We as a company, look at the year part. It's January, we look at where we landed. And then we can invite everybody to see what we do. Because we know these are big seasons. Tell your neighbor, these are big seasons. These are big seasons. Right? So we'll join them for all the parties. We'll collect the contacts. We'll close them. We'll advise them not to dirty their what? December, so that they won't have to be cleaning in January. Can we all say it? If you dirty December, we will clean January. I want all of you to quote it and tag me. Right? And say so. Instead of dirty December, buy real estate. Who guess what I'm talking about? Who has the quote? That should be your slogan. For copy quote you. You don't go and say no by me. This is by Dr. Stephen Akitayo. If you dirty December, we'll clean up January. So buy real estate in December. That's our slogan. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Please, a standing ovation as we celebrate our chairman, as we celebrate Pastor Larry, Pastor House on the Rock. Thank you so much. Wow, that was massive. That was massive. All right. If you got value, let me hear you say hi. If it was massive, let me hear you say massive. So before we bring up speaker, let's just hear from a few persons. One or two things we put from the last two sessions we had from Pastor Larry who shared the Pastor on our thoughts and from our chairman, Dr. Stephen and as well. So I would like to hear from the online. Wow, I can see massive. Okay, thank you, those online. Also drop what you learned in the course of these last two sessions we just had now before our speaker continues. So I will take two people in the room physically. So I will take two people in the room and I will take three people online. So, okay, let's have you. Kindly introduce yourself, your name, and tell us what you like.
Thank you. Very sound. So what I learned is the fact that we actually next thing, maybe start something, take action, wait for me.
Wow. Please a round of applause for it. Take action immediately. I really love that. That's good. You see, there are action takers and there are people who just speak. There are some people they can spend a lot of time talking, planning, strategizing, you know. But when it comes to taking action, zero. And that's very key because what can move you, just as our chairman has said, from point A to point B is taking action. So please, once again, let's give him a round of applause. Yes, one more person from the room before we take this online. Okay, your name? No. No. None. Really. And that's what society is. There is money, there is no money. I'm going to decide. The moment I said there is money, there is market, there is seat outside there. I'm going to. But the moment I'm not convincing myself as I think I will take that yes. Wow, please a round of applause for me. Your name again? Mr. Kolawole. So in a nutshell from Mr. Kolawole, your conviction determines your reality. I've paraphrased it as a quote for you. So that might be your first quote. Kolawole, what is his name? Kolawole Alimu. So your conviction becomes your reality. Yes, let's see those online. When we put up those online, we have a lot of comments from those online, so we'd like to take a few of them. The session was really loaded. Wealth of knowledge. Okay, so let's open the chat. Yeah, you can just open it up, let's get more comments. I want to see from more persons. Okay, Iman Sam says, Okay, please take it on. Yeah, go up. Okay, thank you. All right, so God says, don't be blind. You can be good or bad, but don't be neutral. Oh, that one's such new. Okay, so yes, you can be good or bad, but don't be neutral. Don't be neutral. Tap your neighbor, say neighbor, don't be neutral. Yeah, Uchichuku says, if you get to December, we will play January. All right, thank you, Uchichuku. Nathan says, I learned that hard work pays. Instead of being dull, be effective in working hard. Also, don't forget to talk to yourself in the mirror that you can do great things. Everybody in the room, let's echo this together. Talk yourself in the chest and say, I can do great things. I can do what? Great things. Yes, and it's a culture that I would like each and every one of us to exhibit effective from now. You could see and hear Pastor Now Revolution say that in the morning, he appreciates himself first before any other person does that. By walking to the mirror and saying to himself, I am the best speaker. You can walk to the mirror and say, I'm the best salesman. I'm closing the best deals. So let's learn from that. From Pastor Larry's session, be the hardest worker in the team. Yes. Be the hardest worker in the team. Which means when you are not there, people should feel the impact that you are not there. I can remember one of my mentors said some time ago that don't come to this world for nothing. And since I picked that particular word, it has helped me in so many areas of my own personal life. I just have that perception that anywhere I am, I won't just pass through that place for nothing. So, be the hardest worker in the room. If I say to people to tell people who you are working smart is working hard. Working hard is very important. Thank you, Emma, for that. Uchichuku says, for you to stand out exceptionally, you must do uncommon things that others don't do and make friends and keep relationships. Thank you, Uchichuku. That shows you really follow this section. I can see one more. Let's take that one more. And then we'll bring up our speaker. Do we have one more feedback? Okay, everybody says confidence and good looks tells you and be the hardest worker in the room. Confidence and good looks. So the way you look, just as Pastor Larry has said, matters a lot. I would hear Dr. Stephen Akitayo say that as well. The way you look, the way you carry yourself matters a lot because people can read you, and the first impression they have is your appearance. Even before you put your mouth to say anything, they look at you first. There is an assessment they give you just by saying it. So it's really important that while we are being intentional about these things now, being intentional about the places we go and all of that, that we do what we mind how we also live. Thank you so much. A round of applause, everyone, as we make welcome our speaker once again. We welcome to Chiku. Thank you very much. I think you should just end the section, right? I think you should just end the section because it's not really about talk, right? It's not really about talk. It's about taking action. It's about taking action. So I was just going to mention something, right? Okay. there was this, when Pastor was talking about good books, right? How good books sell. Now, most of you was wondering, but good book, right? Now, good books, it has nothing to do with your official features. Good looks, what is how you become this, how you put yourself to. That is all it is. And I give you a simple example. One of the biggest deals that are closed, right, was because of this. And you know the crazy thing? The first day I reached out to this particular prospect, he said he should get out of his DNA. You know when somebody is that's the kind of situation when you're having a very bad deal. There's somebody just randomly messages you. Oh, I have something that I want to speak to you about. I think you're interested. The first question is, where did you get my number from? And this one said, where did you get my number from? For me to introduce myself, he said, let this be the last time. And guess what happens? This about a week later, I was on my way to a client meeting. And after this meeting, I remembered that this particular person, of course, I've researched him online. This particular person that I was speaking with, he is the CEO of one of the top investing companies in Lagos. Actually, I can mention the name of the MP. You can check him out. He's one of the top investing companies in Lagos. Now, guess what happens? After the meeting, I walked straight to his office. Got to the reception. The reception was like, who are you people? I said, I'm the people. So. Say, you have an appointment with him. Say, yes. He's expecting. Say, I don't have anything on his hand. And he puts the call through. The moment the receptionist says, there's a Mr. Chief here to see you, the man began angry. This Mr. Chief will kill. Because what? He never had messaged him and he had told you what? Not to message him again. Now, see what happens. Now says, okay, you know what? I have about to come to my office. So, now guess what? As I was walking inside that office, I just opened the door. Someone was walking with me, so they just opened the door for me. And I walked in. Now I was sitting somewhere close down. And you know that feeling where someone is waiting for you to just enter and you finish it. Now, the moment I walked in, that facial expression changed from someone who was waiting to finish you and said, smile. And said, oh, so you're please have a seat, have a seat. Why is it? What is it you want? And guess what? With inside that, this is someone said I had 20 minutes. We had over an hour conversation. What were we talking about? We're talking about passion. And guess what? The moment I walked in, people relate with me. Now I dressed like that for purpose. Because I knew that I was how to dress. And that was one of the biggest deals most required. You know what I'm saying? So things we're saying is not theory. These are things now. These are things that are happening. And that's why your target markets will talk very crucial. Because you cannot dress like everybody. You just have to pick your own people that you can dress right there. Now, the three things before I wrap up. Number one, to succeed as a realtor, right, in 2025, the first thing you need to do is to be able to leverage digital platforms. Learn how to leverage digital platforms. Look at virtual platforms like SiteMap as an example, where your clients can easily do their data tours. You're selling to people in the US, you're selling to people in Canada. You're not waiting for them to come back to do physical inspection. Because of what? They can do those virtual tours and see the information of the property. Helping you build trust and you're transparent with them. Because they can see everything about the land. If this land is in a waterlogged area, they will see it. It's not like you're telling them it's 5 minutes from Dangote Refinery. When they start the journey, it's over an hour to get to the location. There's still that transparency. That's how you're making yourself stand out for the 80-90% of other users out there. Now, the second thing is upskilling continuously. We cannot overemphasize the importance of personal development. Learn how to shoot video content. As a realtor, your social media has to be able to get the attention of the kind of people you want to attract. So learn, get on YouTube, find how to shoot better videos for your projects. Are you following? Learn how to shoot better videos. Now, the third and final thing I'm going to say is being able to future-proof sales. Combine both the physical and what the digital space. Combine what both the physical and both the physical and the virtual space. And finally, have the target for yourself. One of the things that changed my life is being able to have a target for yourself. And I was just smiling as Solari was talking about how he looks at himself in the mirror. Oh my God. I thought that was just only me. Right? I thought that was just only me. I remember the mirror in my house, currently, the house I moved to recently. My wife was asking me, why is this mirror stupid? I said, leave it for me like that. That's because of what? That's where I spend my money. I'm an early riser. So the moment I woke up in the morning and I've done my prayer, I've done my meditation section, the next thing is my affirmation section. I do that looking at that video. So you have to program yourself continuously. Because Nigeria is not a place where I think the better way to state is Nigeria is a place where average is celebrated. So it's easy to be average. But if you want to be great in a country like Nigeria, you have to program your mindset. And the best way to do that is through affirmations. While you're visualizing yourself, you're seeing your other self and your everything to program the things that you have accumulated over the years. So thank you very much, everyone. I hope we'll be able to get the two things and look into also my important, right? Because I mentioned I have a WhatsApp group where I have users, right? Since if you're also interested in that, I think maybe it's Amy or Joe Jessica and mix them to get that details, all right? So thank you very much.
Wow, a round of applause for Coach Dennis. Thank you so much for that powerful session. Once again, please, with energy in the room, I want to put our hands together and celebrate once again. Thank you so much for that session. I believe we've learned a lot. So we'd like to take questions from our audience. We'll take 2 questions from those online and 2 questions from those physically in the room tonight. All right, thank you for the appreciation, Mr. Okafor. Yes, there are some questions we have here. Is there a WhatsApp group? Okay, that's one question. So if anyone has any other question, kindly drop them in the chat box. Anyone has any question in the room? All right, thank you.
The first is something when you talk about the issue of trust when it comes to selling. So I've actually lost a few this year. So there's a guy in the US that I was speaking with. So he had told me that he was going to buy. I woke up one morning and then I saw his WhatsApp message, and he said he was ready to buy. That he sent account number. Then I just asked that. I asked the question. I can't remember. I can't recall the question. Exact question I asked. And then the next thing I noticed, he just went blank. Then I asked afterwards that, so I sent the copy to him. And I asked that she kindly let me know once they are done with it. Then he went blank. Then so a couple of weeks after, because what I tried to do was not to like to desperate. So I gave him some space. Then a couple of weeks after, I tried to go to the group. I just noticed they were just acting, when just like when they are trying to do ladies, giving you attitude. So it wasn't for them. So about a month or so after, he now said to me that please, he's not ready now. When he's ready, he will let me know. And all that. I felt so bad because it was someone that had, spoken late, and I'm still following up for a couple of minutes before I thought this guy was ready to buy. So I just wanted to know from this scenario and maybe any other persons who have something similar to experience. Number one, was there a reason? So I want to also know whether it's good for me to go ahead and ask if there's a reason why he's not going ahead with the sale. And then number two, I also want to ask that, is there something that I must have done, or is there something I couldn't do that made me to like back up? So those are the two questions. Till today, I still think that maybe there's something I didn't do right.
Thank you so much for that question. So, any other question? We'll take just one more. All right. Please, you can answer the question.
Okay, so to answer that, now it's a combination of several things, right? Assuming I was do every step of that transaction, but what I can share with you is it's okay to actually ask the client, right? Is there a reason why transaction for moving forward, right? If everything was in place, now this is what I would have done in a situation if I was like in that particular kind of situation, right? When you're pulling up this prospect, you're talking to me, the person said, yes, I'm interested, right? I'm interested, but for some reason, they're not just putting the trigger, like giving excuses. The first thing is to go back to the transaction, right? Now, what would have happened if we want to qualify the person, right? So this person doesn't even have the financial capacity. Now, there are three ways to qualify a person. One is what financial capacity. Does this person have the financial capacity to what? To buy what I am saying? The second way is the decision maker, right? If this person buys a property, how does he make a decision regarding investing in assets? That's what the second thing we need to check. Now, the third thing is what the decision making time frame or the timeline. So somebody can be interested, but we buy that property in 2 years' time. So you need to identify this thing at the beginning of the conversation. All right? So when you guys have talked about the property and everything, the person says, yes, send this property. You say, let's see what he has. So you simply, in like two circumstances, right? If you look at this property and everything is really, are you in a position to move forward now? And says, yes, you go ahead and things like that. So does that mean that when you want to
when we want to invest, in property, there's nobody else to speak to. You're most comfortable, right? Making the decision by yourself and proceed. Now, what have I done? I have qualified first for financial capacity. He said, yes, we move forward. But I didn't stop there because I now know that I have money. I went ahead to check, are you sure there's somebody else in this conversation that I am not speaking to? Because that particular person could be speaking to you. Why he's speaking to you, he's speaking to his wife. His wife is not hearing you. So his wife is also not hearing the emotions, the passion you have about the property that you speak to the husband. The husband is just speaking to the wife in a logical sense. Now, the third thing is, so if this person, right, and this you need to make a decision with, how long will it take you guys to make this kind of decision? And he says, I'll talk to my wife, right? When based on it, I'll give you back, brother, right? Now go ahead. So this people I just asked. Now, did you notice that the moment I started talking about this conversation, is the way my tone needs to change. That's you need to be able to communicate in a way that the client will not be trained. Because if I ask you all these questions, are we following? So that's the three things you need to do at the beginning of the course. That first day you guys are having that conversation. These are the three things you need to find out. And when you seek to no, just do the transaction and move forward. It's the person on your list of people that you're going to know. You can send them information about policies, give them updates, but they are not your real clients at that point. I hope that was very interesting. Oh, the round of applause for him. Thank you so much. That was really deep and insightful. So I hope you're taking note of these things, because the truth of the matter is, quite a number of us, we are facing those same, challenges. I can see someone nodding there. Thank you. So it just, speaks to the fact that you are really addressing the needs that quite a number of us are looking to break into good deals are facing. So we really appreciate this. Please, once again, let's give him a round of applause. Thank you so much, sir. All right, so for those asking about the WhatsApp group or WhatsApp content, Mr. Joe, please do want to drop the number in the chat box. So whoever wants to reach out to Coach can do that. So I would like to bring up someone really, really special and amazing as well. Is the group Global HR of GText Holdings in person of Mr. Abel Adori. Please, a round of applause as you have him. You're welcome. Especially welcome this meeting. And our chairman said, we need more program. It's very serious. Very, very good. So, on behalf of the chairman, thank you. We're going to be having meetings like this. We expected that most of the people that are going to go to the event, so that we have a more we believe that next time we have more people participate, and of course, the program is going to be. I hope you got value from this meeting. Did you get value? Yes. Yes. So thank you, and just to add, GText is growing. We are spreading to every day, and because of that, we have a very large workforce. Just to let us know that there are opportunities within the organization which we have qualified friends or family members that we have those for internship, people who want to learn and
real estate, for the one-on-one contacts, sales tools, experts in the real estate industry. They want to have one-on-one contact with the chairman and seller. We offer you a 6 months internship. We also have those for the marketers, those who are ready to work full-time with us. We go into the field and do sales. We have opportunities for the field, we have opportunities for super sales managers. So you can help us with refer the qualified people who are currently hiring accountants. So I can drop the HR number, or you can get our HR email, send the jobs at GText.com. Jobs at GText.com. Send an email to us, send us contact the HR text. HR number 080 Thank you once again. Thank you, Jessica, for doing this. Thank you, Isaac. I thank you, everyone. Love you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate it. So, right about now, if I would like to ask sincerely, if this event was to be paid, how much do you think it's worth? Let me hear. 500,000, yes. $500, yes. From those online, I would just like to hear from you. Those online, if we were to pay for this event, what do you think it's worth? You can put your comments in dollars, you can put it in dirhams, you can put it in pounds, whatever currency. Yes, so with a round of applause, I would like us to sincerely appreciate our chairman for putting this together, Dr. Stephen Akintayo. Let's just celebrate him. So once again, in absence of Dr. Stephen Akintayo, we want to say a very big thank you to you, sir. We also like to appreciate everyone that made our time to be part of this event. We celebrate you and we see you winning ahead. We see you winning ahead, we see you doing great things, we see you breaking into next level of results. And so right about now, we would like everyone who came, to at least have a word, a short testimonial, just say something, what you learned about this, what you learned in the course of the Brokers Conference tonight, and what you have to say to people out there, about the next edition that will be holding in January. I would like to wish us Happy New Year in advance. Please look at the person sitting next to you and say Happy New Year in advance. So if you'll be there in the next edition in January, let me see if you're excited in advance. Let me see you with your hands. Make some noise. That's great. All right, so I will encourage everyone, to have a short testimonial, or you can just say something that you learned in the course of this event and what you also want all this, to look out for in the next edition. All right. So for those of us that want to reach out to our contacts, whether it's online and offline, you can reach out to our website is www.gtextandassociates.com. You can also reach out to our hotline on +234 81 4734 6891. If you want to reach out to me directly, +234 81 4734 6891. And please, let's have you, Ms. Jessica. Okay. Yes, you can also reach out to +234 91 55 35 4748. I'll go over that again. +234 91 55 35 4748. Yes, thank you. It's already on the screen for those of us who are on Zoom and want to pick the numbers. Kindly check on Zoom and you can pick the contacts from there. Once again, please celebrate yourselves for making it down here tonight. Please celebrate yourselves. Thank you so much, and God bless each and every one of us. So please, let's have our testimonials. Who will be anchoring that?
Afraid of, closing big deals. So I always wait for all those low sales deals. But there was a day we were learning like this, and Dr. Stephen said, you need to build perception so that you can attract the kind of clients you want them to buy from you. I started building a perception with just GText. So I got a call from a prospect from the US, and the man said, I've been on your page for over a year, but the reason why I've not reached out to you is because I saw that you sell for so many companies, and those too many companies, I don't know which one, you are associated with really. But for the past 4 to 5 months now, I've seen you build perception with GText. He said, keep it up. He didn't buy from me. He only said he likes how I've built the perception. That was last year. So coming to this year, getting to this year, I got a call from him. He said, I have somebody that I want to invest. I want to refer the person down to you. That is how I referred the client. And
amazing story. The next person I'm going to be giving this mic to is
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I want to the next set of persons are my students. They were amazing.
Victoria.
Okay, thank you so much for this opportunity. First and foremost, I owe it to Dr. Stephen Akintayo.
My name is Miriam. I joined GText as associate 3 months ago. And ever since, I've been learning how the business works. I've been learning how to talk to clients. It's not easy actually, but it's a beautiful experience. And I've been able to close a deal in the space of 3 months, and my commission paid in less than 72 hours. What an amazing company. So I'll advise everyone out there that want to start up a career, they want to do something nice, they want to make 7 figures, to join GText and Associates. And I tell you for free that you won't regret this experience. Imagine you getting a commission 10% of everything you sold. You sell 2 plots of land, you